clubs in West London. On the 9th of January, he was outside the Bridge in Fulham High Street. At about 1:15 a.m, Mr. Wycombe was talking to this man. He's about 35 years old, 6 feet tall, with dark hair and light stubble. Moments later, and a few yards away, Mr. Wycombe was seen chatting to someone else. He was in his mid-20s with short, mousy hair. About 7 hours later, Basil Wycombe was found strangled at a house in Fulham. In his kitchen was a white plastic bag. Written on it was this text. Inside were 2 pancakes. If you work in a takeaway shop, do you remember serving Mr. Wycombe? Or do you recognise these 2 men who may have been with him? If you can help in any way, ring the incident room on 081 246 0767. Or if you prefer, you can ring the independent organisation Gay London Policing on 071 233 0854.
Do you recognise this man? On Monday the 7th of February, he threatened a 24-year-old woman with a knife and indecently assaulted her. The woman was on her way to Lingfield railway station when the man grabbed her from behind, forced her off the footpath and attempted to rape her. He ran off when he was disturbed by a train pulling into the nearby station. The footpath where the attack took place runs from Lingfield railway station through fields to the Lingfield Squash Club on Racecourse Road. That night there was a tournament taking place and we're interested in speaking to anyone who might have seen the attacker before or after the incident. Her assailant is white, in his early 20s, 5'7" to 5'9" inches tall, of slim build with short fair hair. At the time of the offence, he was wearing a dark checked lumberjack shirt and blue jeans. Sometime after the attack, this knife was found discarded in Racecourse Road near to the squash club. We believe it could have been used in the attack, but if you recognise it, please do call. Incidentally, about 10 minutes before the assault, a man fitting the same description was seen following another woman in Racecourse Road. She was wearing a yellow skirt and a black jacket. If that was you, please get in touch because you might have vital information. If you can help in any way, please call Caterham CID on 0883 342 263. That's 0883, the code for Caterham, 342 263.
And the number here in the studio is 0500 600 600. That's 0500 600 600. And we've been asked by Sheffield Wednesday football manager Trevor Francis to make a special appeal on behalf of his first team. Their football kit was stolen from the Hillsborough Club ground in Sheffield on Monday of last week. That was the 7th of March. In the light of last night's result, maybe some of their luck was stolen along with it. Now, the Premier League shirts are unique. They have long sleeves and the players' names are sewn on the back there. I think I'll keep this one actually. So if you can help, please call the South Yorkshire Police on free phone 0500 050 099. That's 0500 050 099.
Murderous attacks by strangers are truly rare events. Now, of course, they're hard to solve, which is why so many finish up on Crimewatch. But find a motive and you often find the culprit. Can you help with our next case? It's an attempted murder. The attack on Ahmed Chowdhury, a West Country magistrate. It resulted in a stab wound to his arm, which almost cost him his life. Early on Sunday morning, the 16th of January, and Ahmed had lost a lot of blood.
I thought I was dying, and I was thinking that, oh God, what have I done to deserve all this? What's going to happen to my children and family? Who is going to look after them?
Ahmed and Fatima had been married for 11 years and have 3 boys. The oldest is now 8. Ahmed is a leading light in the local Bangladeshi community and sits as a JP.
She's unemployed, and I think we should reduce the level of the fine to take into account her financial circumstances.
There will be a fine of £30 and police costs.
I have been a magistrate since 1991 at the Bristol bench. I attend the court once a fortnight or once a week. And the reason why I have become a magistrate is I feel that the people from ethnic minority should integrate within the greater society and spend more time and get more involved. I'm also a businessman. I own a few restaurants in Bath and Bristol area, and most of the time I spend at the Rajput in Bath.
I live in the same road as Mr. Chowdhury, and it was a Saturday afternoon between 3 and past. I noticed two men walking up the road. One was an Asian and the other was a white man. What I noticed was the head of hair that the white man had. It was blonde, and he had a black moustache, which seemed rather strange to me. When I came back 10 to 15 minutes later, I saw the two men walking back in the opposite direction, talking very intently still to one another, and they continued down the road.
I think we're going to be extremely busy. For that reason, I want Ali to do the service, Rob to do the sweets and coffees. Nasser, you can go to the tables, and Salim, you can go behind the bar. And make sure the bar is well stocked, because we're going to be very busy.
We've been talking about going down Chinese. Figure it out.
Dad's back.
Why? It's a bit early for him.
I thought I heard him at the door.
No, there's no one there.
Can I stay up and watch TV?
Okay, but it's early to bed tomorrow.
Would you like to come round this way?
You do really often?
Of course, sir. Would you like to take a seat?
So you really need something that fits you properly and gives you some support to carry the weight. Some support underneath. And this is what I just come here. Well, in fact, we did a little survey for us in the West End of London. And this is what happened.
Second time when I heard noise, it was about 10 o'clock, and I went upstairs to have a look outside, and there was security light was on, and that time I was a little bit worried. And I was glad, my son still awake, watching telly with me. And inside me, I was frightened as well.
Mum, I think I'll go to bed now.
Okay.
Just before 1 a.m, Ahmed left the restaurant for the 3-minute journey home to St James's Park.
Did you go to that party?
Fatima stayed up for him. She often phones her sister late at night.
All went. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So what happened with her admission? She did?
Help! Help!
I thought I disturbed some burglars. And it is only when I noticed that one of them wanted to stab me, then I realized that it was an attempt to kill me.
Help!
Who's that? Hang on. What happened?
Ahmed put up a ferocious struggle, and at first he didn't realize he was badly hurt.
Call the police!
What's happened?
Call an ambulance!
Are you all right?
Get the police!
If 52 receiving, go ahead.
Golf Bravo 52, proceed to St James's Park, Bath. Report of a serious stabbing, ambulance en route. Over.
Yeah, that's all noted en route.
"300 yards away, two people were walking into Harley Street.
We spent the evening at a friend's house. We were leaving, and as we walked up the road, we saw an Asian man walking briskly towards us. I noticed him because he looked